B2EDi presents your first look at high school football scores and highlights. This is B2EDi First Down Friday Night, sponsored by Whataburger, your community health mart pharmacy, and Regenesis. Now your hosts Mo Carter, Nick Kuzma, and Simon Williams.
On Friday nights, there are two great places to be: at a high school football game and in front of your TV watching First Down Friday Night. Good evening, everyone. I'm Mo Carter, going solo this evening, but it's all good because it does not stop us from bringing you a great highlights and scores from across the entire Tennessee Valley on the gridiron. Lots of region games taking place across the Tennessee Valley this evening, and man, oh man, we had some really good ones. Of course, some of them were for first place in those regions. That was the case in Madison tonight. James Clemens taking on Huntsville, and we're just going to jump into these highlights right now, everyone. Chad McGee's team trying to ride the wave of momentum, but it was Jax McClung right here with the quick start, and the QB keeper picking up the first down yardage. He loses the ball at the end of the play, but they say he is down by contact. So that eventually would lead to this. It'll be McClung handing off the ball to Walter Jones Jr. Short TD run. Panthers take a 7-0 lead. And it was raining out there for a while, too. Now that lead does not last long. Ty Marsh dumps it off to Ty Doty, and number 11 is going in for 6, everyone. Touchdown Jets. Everyone is going crazy, including the cheerleaders on the sideline. We're all tied at 7 apiece. Now later in the first, Jets on the move again, but Marsh will be picked off this time by Ramon White Jr., and the Panthers will take over near midfield. Now a few plays later, it will be McClung rolling out. He tries to throw it away, but instead he throws it into the hands of Mason Rose, and well, Rose plays for James Clemens. So that interception would set up James Clemens with good field position. Eventually the drive will stall, and here comes Anthony Ortiz. He'll come through, and he will attempt a 34-yard field goal. It is up, and it is good. Let's check out your final score from Madison City School Stadium this evening, as it's James Clemens moving to 2-0 in region play with a 45-31 victory over Huntsville. Next week, James Clemens will travel to Florence, while Huntsville will play host to Bob Jones. Off to the hill now, it was the North Side Showdown. Mae Jemison taking on Lee at Alabama A&M. It'll be the Jaguars striking first. Darian Taylor for Mae Jemison will get the rock up the gut, go off the left side, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Jaguars missed the extra point. They're up 6-0. But the Generals would respond. Quarterback Patrick Bailey sitting back in the pocket. He will throw it deep down the field to Brandon Johnson, and the super sprint star hauls it in. He runs a 4.44, and you're not going to catch him. 70-yard touchdown right there. He ties the ball game up at 6 apiece. Let's go to the second half now. It is tied at 12. Jaden Burrows running the play action finds Zamarian Mitchell. Touchdown for the Jaguars. Now check this out. This is very important. The extra point is up, and it is good. He makes it 19-12. But don't count out Lee just yet. Carlin Long would make it 19-18 with this touchdown run into your into your living room right here, but they missed the extra point. Last chance for Lee, down by 1. Bailey steps up, fires the pass. He's got Terrell Matthews, but he can't haul it in. Mae Jemison will run out the clock, and there's a party tonight in Jaguar country. Jemison beats their big rival Lee by a score of 19-18. Next week, Mae Jemison will travel over to Athens, while Lee will travel down I-65 to Coleman. Off to Westminster Christian we go. Wildcats hosting St. John Paul II. Prior to the game, the school honoring the Lady Wildcats soccer team that won the 4A state title this past spring. They defeated St. Michael's. Now, time winding down in the second quarter. It's Jordan Brown taking the handoff, and he'll be stuffed by Evan McClure of Westminster Christian. Then for the Falcons, it'll be Luke Sanji. He's sitting in a shotgun formation, but guess what? He will mishandle the snap, and the Falcons will come through and lose a lot of yardage right here with this sack, everyone. Harlan Loveday coming up with the sack. Falcons are forced to punt. Now, Wildcats up 27-14. 1 minute to go. Brandon Mush throws the screen pass to Henry Claunch. He had nothing but space and opportunity in front of him, but he drops it. Wildcats were up by 13 at the break. Let's check out your score from Westminster Christian tonight. That is the Wildcats go on to win by a final of 47-28. Next week, Westminster Christian will stay in Huntsville and head over to Randolph, while St. John Paul II has a bye. All right, boys and girls, the Fox 54 sports team is on social media, and even though I'm the only one representing the squad tonight, you can still follow us on our X and Twitter handles at Mo Carter Fox 54, Nick P. Kuzma, and also Simon H.S. Williams. Hey, shoot us a tweet. We may read it out on air later on. All right, we're just getting started right here on First Down Friday night. Up next, I will sit down with Pro Football Hall of Famer Walter Jones, and he'll talk about his partnership, B2EDi, which just so happens to be our presenting sponsor. Stay tuned for that, which is coming up next.
Hey, Big Walt's here. Being the best to ever do it does not mean you have to be in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Being the best to ever do it is all about you. B2EDi is not just another clothing brand. It's a statement that says you know the best is within you and you are committed to being the best every day. Be the best to ever do it begins with you. A portion of every B2EDi apparel purchase will go to support the nonprofit Best to Ever Do It Huddle for Help. Go to B2EDI.com and be the difference maker today. If you're gonna be the best, make sure you wear it across your chest.
Are you tired of living with joint pain? Introducing Regenesis Stem Cell Center, where the future of healing begins. At Regenesis, we harness the power of your body's own regenerative potential. Our groundbreaking therapies use patients' own stem cells and platelet-rich plasma. Our patients report that their joints feel like they did 20 to 30 years ago. Don't let joint pain hold you back any longer. Regenesis. Healing begins here.
At your community Health Mart, you matter more. That's why we work hard to offer competitive pricing, a range of products you can count on, and healthcare services to support your individual health journey. So whether you're looking for a consultation or just a conversation, you won't find another pharmacy that feels this close to home. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
She said she wasn't hungry. She only wanted a bite. But this isn't just a patty melt. This is a Whataburger patty melt, the all-time favorite, with 2 all-beef patties, Monterey Jack, grilled onions, and creamy pepper sauce. So 1 bite became 2, and 2 became mine. Just a bite, huh? Mark that one down as a lesson learned. The Whataburger patty melt, just like you like it.
You're gonna need a bigger plate. Captain D's new crispy jumbo fish tenders. Jumbo meals, small prices. It's bigger, better, bolder when the captain is calling. Order on the app to earn rewards. Captain D's.
Call me, Alabama.
Fox 54 invites you to Jazz in the Park, presented by Cynthia Joyner Real Estate Group. This Sunday, enjoy performances by Alex Bugnan, B.K. Jackson, and the Calhoun Community College Show Band. Jazz in the Park, this Sunday starting at 5, Big Spring Park East.
And welcome back to First Down Friday night, everyone. We hope you've been enjoying your high school football highlights from across the Tennessee Valley. We're going to step away from the games for just a moment, but I want to bring in a guy who is a friend of the program. It's Walter Jones, Pro Football Hall of Famer and also the brand ambassador for B2EDi. Walter, very good to see you, my friend. First and foremost, would you ever even thought the Offensive Lineman of the Week award that you basically presented and I did to us a few years ago would have grown the way it is now?
You know what, I think for me personally, I just wanted to recognize those guys. I think a lot of times we don't recognize those guys, and I played that position. So for me personally, I just want to make sure that we get a chance to recognize these guys, to give them one more opportunity for a team or something if they're thinking about going somewhere else to play ball. So that's what I'm doing it for, and it's been a great success, and I'm looking forward to this year. The guys that we meet this year, so it's been fun. We get to know those kids, so it's a fun experience for all of us.
I don't know the exact numbers, but I know for sure in years 1 and 2, we've seen a number of these young men not only do well on and off the field, but some of them are extending their playing careers and are now playing on the college front. Considering the fact that you were an All-American on the college front, what has been your message to those young men about what they're about to endure now on a collegiate level?
Just keep pushing it. You know, fam, if there's something that you want to do, you got to put the work in. I think a lot of times with kids, you just want to tell them that it's hard work's going to get the trophy in the end. It's not going to come without hard work. So for those kids, I just want to make sure that they're working hard, make sure they're getting their schoolwork. I definitely push that to make sure they get their schoolwork because that's the most important thing now. So for me, I just want to make sure I can tutor those guys and I open my my phone up to them, my social account for them. So if they ever need anything or need any help, I'm there to help those guys. Because now, once they make the Walter Jones Best Ever Do It Offensive Lineman of the Week award, now they're part of me now. So I look out for those guys and make sure that if they ever need me, it'll be fun.
Now, for the individuals who may not know about B2EDi's Walter Jones Offensive Lineman of the Week, just let everybody know why we're honoring these young men, and actually what are we looking for when we come to honoring these young men each and every week?
We're just looking for guys that are doing it on the football field, and especially doing it in the classroom. A lot of times kids think it's all about what they do on the football field, but I want to make sure you're doing your stuff in the classroom. I want to make sure you're doing your community work, and then I want to hear that you're a great kid at home with your parents too, though. So I try to influence that. Make sure you're thinking your parents, because I've been through that process, and I know how tough it is for the parents to get these kids back and forth to practice. So for me, I'm just trying to help these guys become young men and let them understand that, like, you still have to put the hard work in, but there are so many other things that you have to do to make it be a successful thing.
All right, I've got a wild card question for you to wrap things up. You played football here in the state of Alabama. You played football all across the entire country, but a lot of people will tell you, or at least you're going to argue, that there's no better football being played than in the state of Alabama. What makes playing high school football such a special thing in the Yellowhammer State?
I think it's all about family and friends. I think when you get your family behind you, support you, and what you're doing on the football field, I think that's what makes it great here. Everybody's there on Friday night. You know where everybody's at a football game. So for me, I think it's great for the high school kids, and especially with the family and friends that come out and support the kids. And that's what it's all about, making it fun, having fun, but still working hard.
All right, everyone, I want to thank Walter Jones for joining us here. Of course, he's got his brand, B2EDi, and they're our sponsor for the Walter Jones Offensive Lineman of the Week. You will see a lot of those award winners this year right here on Fox 54's First Down Friday Night. Stay tuned. We've got more highlights next on the show.
Watch out, watch out.
Ew, she said yes.
Yeah.
Hey, how was it working from home with our new WOW internet?
I got so much work done today. Workity work, work, work.
So fast, so reliable, so much to love. For a limited time, get internet 1 gig for just $50 a month, plus get a free modem for a year and $200 on us.
Wow.
Doing more for those around you starts with doing more for yourself. At Strayer University, we help you work harder, plan better, and think bigger with tools to keep you moving forward. It's why we give you a brand new laptop when you enroll in a bachelor's program. Because our greatest strength is helping you unlock yours to always keep striving.
What is the interest rate? Yikes, that's high. Too high. I'm going to Greenway Hyundai, where I can get a better rate.
Right now, get 2.99% APR financing on new 2023 Hyundai Santa Fe SELs and 2024 Tucson ICEs. Take home a new 2023 Hyundai Santa Fe SE for only $269 per month. Get up to $4,000 over Kelley Blue Book fair market value for any trade. And if you bring home $400 weekly, we want to approve your credit. Only at Greenway Hyundai of Decatur.
Moderate to severe eczema still disrupts my skin. Despite treatment, it disrupts my skin with itch. It disrupts my skin with rash. But now, I can disrupt eczema with Rinvoq. Rinvoq is not a steroid, topical, or injection. It's one pill once a day. Many taking Rinvoq saw clear or almost clear skin, while some saw up to 100% clear skin. And they felt dramatic and fast itch relief, some as early as 2 days. That's Rinvoq Relief.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal, cancers, including lymphoma and skin cancer. Death, heart attack, stroke, and tears in the stomach or intestines occurred. People 50 and older with at least one heart disease risk factor have higher risks. Don't take if allergic to Rinvoq, as serious reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
Disrupt the itch and rash of eczema. Talk to your doctor about Rinvoq.
Learn how AbbVie can help you save.
Places, it's season 10.
The Masked Singer premieres September 27th on Fox.
Welcome back, everyone. We have multiple ways that you can check out First Down Friday Night, which is brought to you by B2EDi. Fridays at 10 p.m. like you're doing right now, live on Fox 54 and also live on fox54.com and throughout the weekend on Fox 54 Plus. Saturdays around midnight on the Fox 54 YouTube page and also Monday mornings at 6:30 a.m. on Fox 54. Off to the Shoals now. Muscle Shoals playing host to Athens in a key region matchup between these two squads. It'll be the Trojans taking an early 3-0 lead, and they're knocking on the door once again. Jaquez Green taking the pitch off the option, and he will walk into the end zone for Muscle Shoals, and they go up 10-0. More from the Trojans, and actually we should say more from Green. Watch as he takes the handoff right of the gut. It looks like he shot out of a cannon right here as he just outruns everyone. 37 yards for a touchdown. Trojans now on top 17-0 after the first quarter. Athens finally getting on the board. It'll be Brogan Groves getting it over to Jayshon Ridgel. He will score on a 20-yard slant pattern, and Athens trails 17-7. But when you hear these two words, it's never a good thing if you are an opposing team. Ensuing kickoff. They decide to kick it to Green. Watch as he takes the kick, and then watch as he goes. He's going to speed it up just a little bit as he went 78 yards for a touchdown. 24-7. Trojans extending their lead. But Athens was down but not out. John McIntyre going off the right side and scoring from 3 yards out. He cuts the lead down from 20 to 24-14. But right before the half, it'll be Tyree Hampton extending the Trojans' lead with his 37-yard touchdown for Muscle Shoals. Muscle Shoals led 31-21 at the break. Let's check out your final from the Shoals this evening, as it was all Trojans in the second half. They're going to win 66-28 over Athens. Next week, Athens will play host to Mae Jemison, while Muscle Shoals has a bye. Let's head over to Trinity now. Central Florence making a little short trip to take on the Rebels from West Morgan. First half action, Brandon Peters with the handoff to Jalen Fletcher. And when Fletcher gets the ball into his hands, he knows how to find the end zone right here for a touchdown. They're on the board first, 7-0. But the Wildcats would have the answer. Watch, they decide to go for it on fourth down, and they come up on the positive end. Jackson Brewer gets it over to Logan Parrish, and he gets it to the Wildcats' goal line. So that sets up first and goal for Central Florence. And then it'll be easy work. Jackson Brewer, the handoff to Evan Handback, and he gets the Wildcats on the board. We're all knotted up at 7 apiece. But then after that, it was all West Morgan. Rebels now at the goal line. It'll be Braxton Peters with the pass to Harrison Johnson across the middle, and he hauls it in right there. Touchdown for the Rebels. They're now up 14-7. After a failed 4th and goal attempt, it'll set up Braxton Peters getting over to Jalen Fletcher. And remember, I told you, this guy loves finding the end zone. Look what he does right here. He finds the end zone right there to extend the lead for the Rebels. They were up big at the half. Let's check out your finals. West Morgan goes on to win big, 56-14 over Central Florence. Next week, West Morgan will travel over to Rogers, while Central Florence will take on Brooks. Fresh off the win against Brindley Mountain, the Asbury Rams hosting another region matchup, this time against Susan Moore. But it was the Bulldogs of Susan Moore taking things over early. Following a Rams turnover, Trey Cook running the read option, following his blockers to the end zone for a touchdown. Susan Moore now leads 7-0. Then it'll be on Asbury's next drive. Well, how about they decide to stall? So Drew Justice will take the direct snap. He'll get it, go off Dackle, and he will score. Susan Moore now on top, 14-0 in the first quarter. Still in the first quarter. Yes, Susan Moore was just really taking them to the ringer. Eduardo Rocco catching the quick out, and then he'll run past the defenders all the way to the end zone. 25-yard touchdown, 30-0 at the half. Let's check out your final from Albertville last night. Susan Moore goes on to win over Asbury by a final of 36-0. Next week, Asbury takes on J.B. Pennington, while Susan Moore will take on Vinemont. Off to Newmarket we go for a fun one. It's the Cotton Classic between Hazel Green and Buckhorn. First quarter, Trojans trying to move the ball. Brady Crawford, the quarterback, with the wide receiver screen, and his receiver picks up about 2 yards on the play. Next play, Brady Crawford's pass goes off the hands of Christian Tipton and into the hands of Gavin Jordan, and this is how they drew up the play. You notice exactly what they did. No one's going to catch the speedy wide out. Touchdown, Hazel Green. They're on top 7-0. Now Buckhorn with the ball now. Jack Root throwing the fade route, and watch this incredible catch by Devin Chapman along the sideline, 2 feet in at that. First down for the Bucks. Then it'll be Root and Devin Chapman hooking up once again, this time for a touchdown. touchdown on the fade route, and we're all tied up at 7 apiece between the Bucks and the Trojans. Now later on, Buckhorn decides to go to the rushing attack. Cameron Swain right up the gut for a touchdown. 14-7, Bucks on top. Let's check out your final from Newmarket this evening as Buckhorn takes home the Cotton Classic in 2023. They go on to win 28-21. Next week, Hazel Green, they'll play host to Decatur while Buckhorn has a bye. All right, we got to take another sports media time out here on First Down Friday Night, which is brought to you by B2EDi. Up next, we'll check in with our MVP of the week who scored not 4, 5, not 6, but 7 touchdowns. His story is on the other side of the break.
Big truck accidents in the U.S. are increasing every year. For over 25 years, I have helped 18-wheeler accident victims recover millions of dollars. If you've been in an accident involving an 18-wheeler, call me, Alabama. We go to war for your family.
Oh, Grace, this one's from your stepdad. Thanks, Chris. This one's from Lily. Lily.
Okay, great. Let's add the milk. It's perfect. You know this.
Fort McHenry.
Good job, Grace.
Thanks, Chris. I just wanted to say a big thank you to my mom and Chris.
Where did you guys meet?
Psychology class. Wow. Wow. You look beautiful.
Thanks, Dad.
Go get it. Go.
Hey, I was hoping you'd be here.
I think they like each other.
I'm Charles. Lunch?
Vanessa. I like lunch.
Here's a deal with a lot of Riz. Get 20-piece chicken McNuggets and a basket of fries for just $8.99. Only at McDonald's.
David Spade hosts Snake Oil, a new game show based on a classic scam this fall on Fox.
I'm attorney Alexander Chenard. Every day there are thousands of vehicles on the road that are company-owned. Every year there are thousands of accidents that involve these company-owned vehicles. If you've been involved in an accident, we go to war for your family. Call me, Alabama.
When it comes to sports in the Tennessee Valley, sometimes you want a little more.
Fox 54 Sports team is at more games, catching more big plays and showing you more highlights.
More coverage before and after the game with the biggest interviews on and off the field.
Catch Monique and Simon on Fox 54 News at 5:30 and 9, and every Sunday night on Fox 54 Sports Extra. Go inside the Crimson Tide huddle each week on The Nick Saban Show, Sunday night at 10:30 on Fox 54, and watch anytime on Fox 54 Plus.
All right, that was a look at a lot of the scores from across the Tennessee Valley. Now, each and every week, we bring you coverage of great high school football games. And, of course, we like to recognize some outstanding performances with our weekly First Down Friday Night MVP Award. Here's Nick Kuzma with our latest winner.
Well, there are great MVP-worthy performances every week.
then there's an echelon above that, and that's what Jalen Fletcher accomplished last week for West Morgan.
All the off-season hard work I done did, I just feel like everything just paid off that night. I just feel like whenever I scored that first one, I was like, yeah, I knew like I had to improve more, and just I had to keep on going.
And keep on going he did. All in all, Fletcher scored 7 touchdowns versus Brooks. 5 of them came on the ground, 2 were through the air, as West Morgan defeated the Lions 83-53.
You know, honestly, for me, I saw it in him when he was a sophomore. The first game I ever coached was Good Hope, and we handed Jalen the ball. He wasn't even the starter at the time, and he earned that position really quick. But, you know, the other night, it was just really impressive to see. You know, I didn't even know how many he had, and he came off the field, and he said, that's 6, and then I knew he got one more, so I was like, well, you know, I guess that's 7.
For his efforts, Jalen Fletcher has been named the B2EDi First Down Friday Night MVP of the Week, brought to you by Whataburger. And this is where the senior says he gets his motivation from.
Really just my family, because my family been around football so much, and I've been around it, and they just keep on motivating me every day just to keep on going, keep pushing, do not get satisfied, just keep on playing, being you.
I tell you this, I talked to his mom Saturday morning, and she said he got him up early to go to ACT training. So, you know, Jalen's held to a high standard here and outside of here, you know, and a lot of people look like Jalen. You know, he's not the biggest, he's not the strongest, but he's an extreme competitor who's you know, overachieved with the God-given talent that he's had, and he's worked for everything that he's got, and I'll tell you that right now.
Fletcher says he has a 3.8 GPA, and he plans to play football at a college next fall. In Trinity, I'm Nick Kuzma, Fox 54 Sports.
All right, did you see a great performance like that one? If so, the nominations are now open for the First Down Friday Night MVP of the Week, which is brought to you by Whataburger. Just shoot us an email at news@fox54.com, or you can head over to our MVP section on the sports page on fox54.com. It's a simple process. We need the player's name, the school, the position, and most importantly, the stats from their last game. Of course, this award is brought to you by Whataburger. And, of course, Jalen Fletcher scored 7 touchdowns last week. For sure, we had 2 of his touchdowns tonight as this school won a big game tonight over Central Florence. Now, of course, lots of big games here in week 3. They'll roll over with momentum into week 4. We got a lot of good ones coming up. And look, of course, the action continues not just with high school football, with college football right here on Fox 54, as tomorrow we've got a lot of great matchups. Let's just tell you about a few of them. The Alabama Crimson Tide trying to rebound against South Florida. We know they lost to Texas last week. Tomorrow's game against South Florida down in Tampa kicks off at 2:30. Every other game with our local teams and teams we cover across the state begins at 6 p.m. That includes Alabama A&M. Coach Connell Maynor making viral comments this week. I'm pretty sure you've seen it on my social media. They're at Southern, my alma mater, which kicks off at 6 p.m. UNA at Tennessee Tech at 6 p.m. And the Auburn Tigers, they're going to take on Sanford tomorrow at 6 p.m. Tune in tomorrow night after college football right here on Fox 54 for highlights of those games, and then we'll have extended highlights and coverage Saturday night right here on Sunday night right here on Fox 54 with Sports Extra. All right, everyone, I want to thank everyone for joining us this evening, and thank all the crew for helping us make First Down Friday Night what it is. And, of course, thank the folks over at B2EDi. For the entire crew, I'm Mo Carter. Have a great night and a great weekend. We'll see you next time.
B2EDi First Down Friday Night is sponsored by Whataburger, your community health mart pharmacy, and Regenesis.